Stores are not caring about physical media anymore. So I went to a few places today. One of them, Wally World. I work at a Wally World. I went to a different one about 10 miles away. They have a so much better media section there, but I noticed that it's dying out a little bit there, as well as my store. And I've heard online a few times that Best Buy is not even going to sell physical media anymore, or they're cutting it out or whatever. I feel it's just sad, man. It's really sad. So I stopped by FYE at my local mall. That place is a joke too. I mean, they still got quite a bit of physical media, but they don't order as much as they used to, it looks like. The store's always dead because the mall is dying. The mall is like pitiful. There's only like, it used to have like 71 stores in it. They might have 20 by now, and there's a few of them that's probably the food places. Very, very sad. Every time I go in there, which I've only been in there like 3 times in the last year, there's nobody in there. And there's just one employee working. And the stuff that they have, sometimes if they have something good, it's freaking too expensive. I can look online and get it on Amazon cheaper. So I've heard a few of these FYEs are going to just getting rid of physical media and having just collectible stuff, kind of like Spencer's and stuff. Even their CDs are bad. I went and looked in their metal section, and it was just slim pickings. I mean, there was just some categories where you used to have stacks and stacks of different groups and stuff and bands and stuff, was just like 1 or 2 now, when it used to be like 20. It's just really bad. So I got to give it a hand to my local record shop, Cheap Thrills Records, for actually still having quite a bit of CDs and stuff like that. And they still buy quite a bit of DVDs and Blu-rays, and they also sell some new stuff. So that store is local, which, you know, I need to just start going there more often. But like Wally World or Target, places like that, I don't know if they are like this around where you live, but here I live in a county that's only got about 25,000 people. And that was a thing I seen on a few years ago. It's probably less people than that now. And in my city where I live at is estimated to be like 8 or 10,000 of that. So we don't have a whole lot in our area, for one thing. So that's why I order online more than anything, because a lot of these stores do not have anything to buy anymore. You know, every once in a while I'll come up with a new release from Walmart, and it's just something that's like mainstream or whatever, and it's nothing, you know, over the top that you would, you know, find like Scream Factory stuff and the boutique stuff. Every once in a while you find some Vestron stuff at Wally World. I keep wanting to say Walmart, and I want to do Wally World. I've told people that works in the electronics section where I work at, like Tuesdays when they're supposed to put out new stuff, it never happens anymore. I remember 15, 20 years ago, that shit would be out at midnight. It don't happen no more. And I asked them why, and they seem to think that we just don't order a whole lot of it anymore. They just don't seem to care about putting out the new movies on Tuesday. So physical media stores are dying. Yes, they are. And it's sad, because you just can't go out to the store and buy anything in my area. Now, if you live in bigger cities, it might be different. But like I told you, 8 to 10,000 people in my town where I live at. Not a whole lot. So they don't seem to want to put this stuff out because they said it's not selling at my store. The other Walmart has a lot more of the seasons and stuff. I noticed that their Blu-rays are kind of died down a little bit. They don't have as many. They used to have a Blu-ray bin for like $7.88 or whatever the price was on it. They don't even have that no more. They do have the DVD bin. Actually, they got two of them. I think they're like $5. Some of them three to $5, I believe. But they don't do the Blu-rays no more there. But they do have a little bit better selection. So when I do buy something at Walmart, it's usually at that Walmart 10 miles away in the next town over. Still same county, but that town is dying out too, and I'm surprised that they actually still have that. But it is right across the line into Virginia, so that might explain a little bit too. So I think most of the stuff that you can get now by buying online, I think maybe people saying physical media is dying because of streaming and stuff. I think it does on, like I said, selling at stores and stuff like that, because online it seems to do, I guess, still do so good. Because I mean, I'm in a bunch of groups on Facebook and stuff where collectors are collecting boutiques and stuff like that. So people like Vinegar Syndrome, Severn Films, Screen Factory, places like that are selling online, and some record shops and stuff that I see have putting out stuff like that, and they sell, you know, CDs and stuff, or special soundtrack vinyls and stuff. Still seem to do good because there is people that still want to collect this stuff, but that's about the only way we can get this kind of shit anymore, and it sucks because I'd like to just go to a shop and get it. Oh yeah, mentioning a shop, talked to my boy Scotty Slasher, and I've talked to my homeboy from Kentucky, JT of the Dead. If you've never seen his videos, sub to him. I'll put a link in the bottom. I've talked to them about going to Grindhouse Video. Now that sounds like something that would be in New York City or whatever. Maybe they might have some stuff like that there. This place used to be in Tampa, Florida, and they moved to Knoxville back, I think, in around December. And I told them we need to make a trip because it's only about 3 hours from me. They go live on their YouTube every week talking about new releases, and people can order stuff through that store. And I assumed, you know, we're in March now. I figured, well, they're open and good, you know. I'm glad I didn't just make a trip down there and not ask nobody if they're even open, because they're not open yet. And I don't understand that. I know the guy said they had a tractor trailer full and some other moving truck full to bring the stuff from Tampa to Knoxville, but I mean, 3 months, is it just the guy and his wife doing it? And I don't understand why it takes so long to open up a shop. I guess you're doing well if you can wait 2 and 3 months before you open up. So finally, on one of his live streams the other night, I asked, when is your shop going to be open? Because I'm going to be in that area next month in April. And he said, not till May, probably. Probably May. We're going to shoot for May. I'm like, what? When the hell is this place going to be open up? I told him I live 3 hours away. I want to make a trip to your shop. You know, they have VHS. They had, well, when they was in Tampa, they had a whole freaking room just of VHS. And not just your common shit all the time. We're talking, you could see Friday the 13th and Halloween's on the shelf. Bunch of horror stuff, exploitation stuff like that. They had Laserdisc, which I'm not in the Laserdisc, but still be cool to see. DVDs and Blu-rays of, like I said, boutique labels and stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, stuff from Shout, Screen Factory, Synapse, all that good stuff. God, I wish we had a shop like that here, but Knoxville is a lot bigger, I understand that. But there's some people that I talk to here that just go, oh yeah, when I tell them about a movie that I got, they're like, oh yeah, well, where did you watch that on? I'm like, I watched it on my Blu-ray player, my Blu-ray. And they're younger, and they're like, oh, well, it ain't on no streaming service? Like, no, I don't think it is. Not everything's on streaming, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do streaming stuff. Netflix, I got Peacock, and I get on, what do you call it? Tubi. I get on Tubi and watch stuff. But I still am a collector, and I still buy physical media. And I tell people how many movies I got. One guy, there was a tub out there one time they had to move where I was working at, full of DVDs. And I said I could probably fill 3 of them because I got about 1,500 movies. And the guy goes, oh yeah, I used to have about, you know, that much to fill a whole tub, but I done got rid of mine because I got Netflix. Netflix. I mean, they might be fine with newer movies and just the basic Beverly Hills Cop movies and different things like that, and stuff that's, you know, old and newer. But when you get into stuff that I talked about from Vinegar Syndrome and stuff that's they dig up and they remastered and they put out on Blu-ray and DVD and stuff, that some of that, I mean, there's some things you can still find on like Tubi and stuff I've seen, but most places, definitely not Netflix. You ain't gonna find that shit on Netflix at all. What do you think about your physical media stores in your area? Are they starting to do this too? Are they starting to die out and not want to sell media and stuff? They don't really care to put it out. They say it doesn't sell. It's just, it's very sad, you know. And then in the front of the store, we have a Redbox that sits there, and I hardly ever see anybody go to Redbox anymore to rent stuff. Every once in a while I'll see somebody there, but I remember seeing people at Redbox all the time a few years ago renting stuff. So it started there, and now it's streaming on Netflix and everything else. It's just a sad day to go to stores like that and you can't find none. So when I do videos and I say it's from Amazon, now you know why, because there's not the stuff that I want, you can't find in this area, so you got to order it. If you got the same problem as Movie John does, give me a comment at the bottom. Let me know how your area is, and if you have to order online for all your good stuff, because you can't just go out to the shop and get it no more. In case you live in Knoxville, Tennessee, whenever Grindhouse Video opens up, hopefully me, Scotty, and we can meet up with JT of the Dead. We want to meet up sometime, and maybe June. Hopefully by June it'll be open. In the summertime, it'd be a great time to go. We can meet up and save up a little cash and go down there and buy some good stuff. So just let me know about the physical media stores in your area. Are they doing the same thing? Do you have a Best Buy that's getting rid of everything? Do you have an FYE that, if they do have anything, it's freaking too expensive, you know, twice as much as it is on Amazon? That's what I'm running into in my area. That's it for this video. Till next time.